Jiang Bang and Wei Yazin, and Feng Yanzhe and Huang Dongping. Four spots in the semi-finals open and big matches leading up to them. TotalEnergies with Jaja and Quarterfinals and Tyratnechai happening right now on court one. They'll play the winner of Zheng Shiwei and Huang Yasheng, the defending champions, against Tang and Si from Hong Kong. Meanwhile, down at the bottom, we'll be watching these two matches and the Kim Won-ho, Jong Na-eun, Tan Kian-meng, Lai Pei-jing match will be happening the first match in the second session today. And that'll produce the opponent for this match we're about to watch.
China. And the opener, please welcome Feng Yanzhe and Huang Dongping, China.
So Jiang and Wei already on court two, and following them in the blue China kits, Feng Yanzhe and Huang Dongping. Very interesting story to this rivalry. 7-0 on the head-to-heads, and most of those meetings have in fact been finals. They met 3 times in finals last year, all won by Feng and Huang. That was the Indonesia Masters, the Korea Open and the Arctic Open. But this is also a repeat of the Badminton Asia semi-final. That was also won by Huang and Feng. There you go, there's confirmation of it. 21-10, 21-14 last time that they met. So Jiang and Wei, extremely talented
black or red? Red.
Pair, still looking for their first win against Huang Dongping, of course the reigning Olympic champion. That was Wang Liu.
They choose this side.
And her new 23-year-old, 6'5" mixed doubles partner, Feng Yanzhe. Well, as you can imagine, they'll probably spar a lot more, being national teammates. But this is going to be a treat for the fans, no doubt. And it could easily go to 3 games. Those 7 wins that Feng and Huang have had haven't necessarily been straight up. Some have been straight games, some have been 3. There he is, 6'5", which equates to 184 centimeters. Young Jiang Bang, under the expert tutelage of his partner. Well, they won the Badminton Asia Championships, 3rd at the All England. They won the French Open, the quarterfinalists in India. And that's Wei Yazin, who has also had a very busy 2024. Out the second round last year here in Indonesia, but quarterfinalists in Singapore last week. 3rd at the Badminton Asia Championships and the French Open. And those were their 2 results so far. Well, I didn't watch Roy King against Valerie Xiao. And that was pushed to the limit, but Yang Po Swan and Hu Lingfang, well, that was 24 minutes, that was yesterday. And they were in fine form, especially Wei Yazin at the net. She was cleaning up. So Feng Yanzhe, as I said, we just went through everything that they have done this year. And he is a dutiful student of his far more experienced partner, born in Tianjin and peaking at number 2 in the world. There is Huang Dongping, 29 years old now, as I said, won the gold medal with Wang Yili, and that was against Zheng Shiwei and Huang Yasheng in a very tight match in the Olympics. And as you can see, she also hit world number 1 with Huang. And their results so far are Guo and Chen, their compatriots, in 51 minutes. That was 3 games, and Kaneko and Matsutomo from Japan in 42 minutes. So both pairs have dropped the game already this week. But with such a fierce rivalry, not really going to be about current form. It's almost like a cup tie in football. This is going to be all about winning their first match. Mohammed Nazim Ismail is the umpire. That looks like Tahari Latif. It is the service judge position. So, now ready to get underway. Settle back. This is going to be explosive. Well, if all goes well, Huang Dongping is one of the most smiley, cheerful characters, but if all starts going wrong, you just see how she reacts towards her partner, especially if he's not playing well, then she has no qualms about letting him know about it. There's one match I saw where he wasn't playing well, and she literally, in the mid-game interval, was on him so hard that she actually forgot to drink. But credit to him, because he listens to her, and he then adapts his play as well.
Jiang, China. And on my left, Huang Dongping and Feng, China. Wei Yajin to serve to Feng Yajin, level play.
So as we get underway, Jiang and Wei looking for their 5th semi-final of 2024. And Feng and Huang looking for their 4th.
Service over, 1-all.
Trading points early on.
Service over, 2-1.
Well, it doesn't get more clearly defined than this. You've got the big hitters, Jiang and Feng from the back. Of course, Feng, the very big hitter. And the battle at the net from Huang Dongping, arguably one of the best net players in the game, against Wei Yazin, who is slightly taller. First challenge immediately.
Challenges called out. Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining.
So a good start for Jiang and Wei. And Feng and Huang down to one challenge.
Service over, 2-4.
There's that chat. It's already started. Huang Dongping basically inputs her information into the giant Feng Yanzhe, and he reciprocates. Wonderful play by Jiang and Wei. They've really hit the ground running here.
2.
cross-court by Huang.
3-5. Four, 5.
Jiang, just the right place to kill that.
6-4.
Pushing a very high line, Dragon Wei. Just up near the tee. Top of the mid-court section where they're making their stand. Once again, Jiang and Wei. This time it's Wei with the
4.
nice kill in. Well, they would just love to get their first win after all those disappointments. Again, Feng just reminding her partner that that's his coverage. Such a high standard she sets for both of them.
9-4.
They are really trailing here. 9-4. Feng is already getting a bit of an earful. One left. That's what experience is all
Service
about.
over. 5-9.
It's better from Feng.
6.
Well, I guess if you have a 6'5" player on your side, you'd expect him to be picking things out the air a lot more frequently. He lives in a different airspace, really, and is one of those players that should be expected to control the sky. Air superiority. But of course, none of that's going to work if you keep your game flat, and that's what Jiang and Wei have been doing well.
7-9.
It's a great shot by Feng.
Play. Feng. Don't delay. Service over.
That is
10.
dangerous
7.
serve, and that's put Jiang and Wei right on the brink with a good, solid mid-game interval lead. That's more like the combination we're used to from them.
8-10.
Just so steep. It's amazing how Huang Dongping managed
Service
to
over.
get that back, but in the end, it's to no avail. 11-8.
Court to 20 seconds. Court to 20 seconds. Yes. Feng. Eleven, 8, play.
That's mastered out by Huang, who has really pretty much won everything. In fact, the only thing she hasn't won, the World Championships. Silver medal is the best she's got there. A triple gold medalist at the Sudirman Cup, gold at the Uber Cup, 3-time Asian Championship gold medal, Olympic
12,
gold.
9.
And it just goes on and on. And of course, 16 titles on the World Tour. That's very good placement by Huang. Opted for the round the heads.
10,
Went
12.
on the outside of Jiang. And they are back in it. 10-12. Very late take.
11, 12.
Look how out of position he was there. That was actually a decent return considering. Don't think Jiang were expecting it to come back.
Service over.
And he's struggling a little. Feng.
13, 11.
And that's what she was doing all week, basically, where he has in.
11.
Set up to the back and then moves just a couple of steps forward. Kill. Great snap return by Feng.
12, 14. Play.
Oh,
13,
went for the follow-up.
14.
There he has in. This was great. Just a little bit off balance. That net play.
All. Service over. 15, 14.
Well, as expected,
This is not practice
after a
place.
good break,
You will return the shuttle immediately.
right from the start, Feng and Huang are beginning to show enough consistency and cohesion to pull it back, and it's just 1 point between them. Well, that's the kind of rally we've been waiting for.
Service over. 15 all.
What a way to tie it up at 15.
Play. Huang. Service over. 16, 15.
Wow, behind the back defense.
17, 15.
Managed to keep a position as well. So many tricks up her sleeve. It wasn't enough for the point, and Jiang in a way with a great chance here to snatch this first game. They can just hold it together for the next few points. Oh, Feng tries the same trick, and
18,
I'm glad he did that, because that's what usually happens when you try that. Just goes to show you exactly how good Huang's was. Seamless transition from big power to very delicate, then the flat exchange. It's a rally that's got everything in it. And it's ended by mistake.
19, 15.
Oh, here we go.
Service
35 shots in every single one of them.
16, 19.
Something special. Lightning fast, and it's just great placement from Jiang and Wei. Let's get them 4 game points.
60.
Talking of placement, the big man.
17, 20.
He's placed that so well that Wingers in actually cracked a smile. Don't see that very often. Very serious-minded competitor. Wonderful from Jiang Zhenbang, and they've secured it 21-17 from the breezier side of the court. Set themselves up nicely for game 2.
全是妈的。
Go to 20 seconds. Go to 20 seconds.
So back on courts, and obviously being national teammates and two pairs from the same country, no coaches involved. So very personal discussions. I did say you saw between Huang and Feng the very animated conversations that they have.
Second game. Love all. Play.
They're pretty one way as well. Well, let's see what they can do from this side of the court. Drift conditions work a little bit different for doubles. Adds that extra bit of zing to your shots. If it's behind you,
Service over.
but even that's not going to combat the great accuracy you get if you fire into the wind. Just like that. Into the corner. Didn't work out though. What wonderful play by Wei Yazin. Wow. She had to be on fire, jumps in, snaps back those returns. Incredible movement. It really was incredible. That was fantastic.
3-1.
And even with that one solitary point, they've fallen behind.
Service over. 2-3. Out.
Too short. First service error we've seen.
4-2.
Almost faulted on that one gong thing. Little clash of rackets. They're trying to keep it as flat as possible to disarm the effect of Feng Yanzhi.
Window. Feng. Play.
That's just an insane exchange. There really is. All four players decided to go very small at front court. Careful, careful, careful. Oh, wonderful play once again by Wei Yazin. How did she get to that?
Feng Yanzhi challenges.
Well, it's a challenge being called, but I mean, whether it's in or out, Wei Yazin so fast to her reactions. Look at that.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. 4-5.
So not only was it wonderful reactions from her, but the accuracy as well. One challenge left in the second game now for Feng and Huang.
Jiang challenges.
That's the challenge off the serve.
Challenge unsuccessful.
But that's going to be upheld.
Remaining. Service over. 6-4.
6-4 and one challenge left for both pairs. No one's going to be getting to that. Uncontested from Jiang Jinbang.
5-6.
Pressure by Huang
Service
Dongping.
over. 7-5.
Can't leave something that high for Feng.
9-5. Change, shuttle. Play.
Well sighted by
Service
Jiang.
over.
Space down the line.
6-9. Service over. 10-6. Service over.
Just a little bit patchy these last 2
7,
points.
10.
Well,
Service over.
go ahead, 11-7 at the second interval. It's hard to pick out one player over the other three. All four have been playing very well.
Court to 20 seconds. Court to 20 seconds.
So they're back on court. Once again, you saw it. Huang Dongping, almost a player manager. constantly in the ear of her partner.
11-7, play.
Touch back by Huang, just a little bit too high.
7.
Got enough venom in it from Jiang to force the error.
Service over, 13-8.
Pacey rally.
14-8. Feng.
One of those uncontested returns from Zhang Zhenbang.
Service over, 9-14.
They've got a bit of work to do. Jiang and Wei. The second game, if they're going to try and do this in straight games, it certainly looks like it's edging towards a decider.
Out. Service over, 15-9.
Well, Zhang Zhenbang just a little bit too static at the back. He's never going to reach that. Well, finding space left and right very easily now.
17-9.
Close out this second game.
For 18.
So, string of
9.
uncontested points. All targeted around Zhang Zhenbang. And they are nicely cruising towards a decider. Well, that's a much-needed point
10-19.
for Jiang and Wei. They needed to break that run. But of course, that run has left them in a very dangerous position. It's a battle of the big men right now. Great work by
11-19.
Zhenbang.
Feng. Play.
So, with that quick exchange, it's 9 game points.
Game point 11. Game.
And just like that, they're back in it.
21-11.
21-11.
And Huang Feng, 21-11, 1 game all.
What a rivalry these two have, these two pairs.
Twenty seconds. 20 seconds.
So here we go, game 3, the decider, and of course a change of ends at the mid-game interval. So this is not the first time, as I said, they've had to go to 3 games, the Indonesia Masters last year. Right here in this arena, also went to 3. That was a 21-19 win for Huang and Feng.
Thank you.
In the 3rd.
Final game. Love all. Play.
So first blood in the decider goes to Jiang and Wei.
1 love. Service over. 1 all.
Oh, that's a wonderful winner.
Service over. 2-1. Return the shuttle.
And much like the first 2 games, opening with an equal trading of points.
3-1.
Straight down the middle from Jiang Zhenbang.
Service over. 2-3.
Well, I wonder if this third game is going to be all about just keeping pace with their opponents. That applies to both of them. Try and make a grab for the game and the match.
3
Second
all.
half. In just losing a bit of a touch there at the net, and it's 3-all.
Four, 3. Five, 3.
So first 2-point lead in the decider.
Play. Six, 3.
Well, the one thing about Feng and Huang, especially against these national compatriot opponents of theirs, is they're never fazed by them. And even going down that first game, doesn't really seem to bother them that much. Great pick up there by Huang Dongping.
Service over.
A bit too reflex
4,
and a bit too
6.
long. They always seem to come back.
Thank you.
Jiang and Wei, well, I mean,
Yes.
it really is about that head-to-head. 7-0.
Don't.
Got to be weighing on their mind a little bit, especially when you get into a decider like this. As I said it before, they would just love to get their first win. But I guess to get it, they're going to have to not think about that head-to-head.
Play.
Oh, interestingly enough, chance for Indonesia happening when there's no Indonesian on court.
Service over. 7-4.
Well, Jiang and Wei going to have to stop this run, and soon. That's in. We've seen that happen a couple of times already today.
4.
In the Chen Yufei Sung Shoyun singles match earlier. That little bit of breeze, pushing that back. Nice from Wei Yaozin.
Service
First
over.
shot was really well placed to the hip.
5-8.
The return, credit to Feng Yanzhou, wasn't that high, but she had moved forward. Was in the perfect kill position.
Six, 8.
A wonderful return by Huang Dongping, and almost a winner by her partner.
7-8.
done the hard bit. That's in as well. And that hard bit was tying it up.
Huang Dongping challenges called in.
Looked in from up here. Here it comes. Oh, wow.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge.
They haven't had the best of luck with their challenges. So they're down to one already in the third game as well. I wonder if that's going to come back and haunt them.
Four. 9, 8.
Well, after that great start to the third, it's once again tied up. Just twice she's done that.
10, 8.
Just seems so natural for her. This time it came back a bit high. And as in quick to respond. Beautiful touch by Williamson, right in the middle of that point. Gave them back the initiative. So 11-8 at the break. I'm sure there's going to be another heavy conversation between Feng and Huang.
Twenty seconds. 20 seconds. Yes. Thank you.
Well, they're back on court. He just caught the end of that.
You,
And it was very serious. And all the fans here in the Storis line just waiting on the edge of their seats to see where this is going to be turning out. 11-8 is not the biggest lead.
12-8.
12-8 is better. That's very crucial. 13-8 now. 5 points ahead. This is wonderful work from Jiang, especially. A little bit loose from Huang.
8.
Are they on the brink of their first ever win, Jiang and Wei, against this pair? They're seniors. Oh, he hit the face like a bullet.
9-14.
Took it like a man. Well, that could have actually been very dangerous. It was very close to the eye.
Thank you.
So he's a right trooper, and I'm sure he's going to be focusing on this wonderful lead they've got. Can Huang Dongping do anything to change it? This is an exhibition of defensive shots, unorthodox defensive shots, I should say, from Huang Dongping. For a third time, this one was not the usual. This one was between the legs. I mean, she could take this act on the road. Just do trick defensive shots. For crowds of people.
Play.
You could just send her different shuttles at different speeds and see how she reacts. What a point to win, and what a way to win it. Yang sends a shuttle and then his apologies to the umpire because that's probably not the right idea to hit the umpire. 15-10, back to business. Pulling out all the stops, Jiang and Wei. Would not be denied.
16-10.
Looking good. Wei Yazin again, instrumental in that point win.
Wei.
Well, let's let Feng and Huang back in, but I have to say, 16-11. They'd have to have a little mini collapse, Jiang and Wei, to really let Feng and Huang back in. Of course, conversely, Feng and Huang have to make sure that they don't just start rushing these points, trying to catch up. I do think they're certainly experienced enough to not do that. Big, big, big shot from Jiang Zhenban.
17-11.
They've got to 17. They're on the right side of the court to be doing this as well. They're not going to get a better opportunity than this. Feng Yangzhe has other ideas.
12-17. Wait. We're taking so long time to get ready. Don't delay.
Reprimand for delay. Well, by my reckoning, they're going to need a couple more points before they can really start thinking about overturning this. At least they got the serve back now. Try and engineer those points. Oh, the tumble works and Huang Dongping kills it. And that's one of them.
14-7.
So all getting a little claustrophobic on that side of the net. Very delicate, very tight play. All front court based. Well left by Jiang. So the 18th point, it's no mistakes allowed for Feng and Huang. And that's one of them.
19-14.
That might just be the point. that turns this.
Feng.
Much better from Huang Feng. Reacted well. Well, they've left it late. And the way the points have been falling, I still do think Jiang and Wei might be on for their first ever win here. Just can't see Feng and Huang scoring 5 points from here without Jiang and Wei scoring at least one. But I will be happy to be corrected.
16-19.
Next 2 points, crucial for the world number 2 pair in blue.
Out.
And that's not the way to concede it. So they've got themselves 4 match points.
Match point 60.
For a place in the semis. Their 5th semi, and they've done it. They've overturned Feng and Huang. They've got their first win. That head-to-head stat is now 1-7, and they've made it through to the semi-finals in 56 minutes.
Thank you. Thank you. Match won by Jiang Bang and Wei Jin.
There's a smile for you.
11-21, 21-16.
So careful in that last shot. And absolutely over the moon. She's happy. So there's confirmation of it. 21-17, 11-21, 21-16 in 57 minutes. Jiang Bang and Wei Jin make their 5th semi-final of the year. Well, that concludes session 1. Session 2, as I said earlier, will begin just after lunch at 13:30, 1:30 local time. So go grab yourself some lunch yourself, and we'll see you then.